All right, guys. Fula coming to you with another commentary. Um, I'm just gonna say that, hey, fellow brothers from the continent of Africa and the Caribbean, you better take heed, man. You don't want what's going on over here to happen over there, and it become widespread. You don't want that. I'm telling you. Okay. I'm telling you that it's hey, you better take heed. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why. Okay. This is what I'm about to um what you would call it, go into it with you. Okay, this is, I think, a South African um pop star. Listen to what she says.
Do it, yes or no?
Fuck yeah!
And I was counting.
Okay, this is taking place in South Africa.
Let's
go. Sunset.
Mine looks like it's gonna get. That's
cocktail, so it should be something fun. But
we had a whole conversation around how we should, which direction we should take for the second part. And I was like, should we be formal and informative, or should we just have fun?
I don't think that would have made sense. I feel
It
like,
wouldn't have.
because we've already started with a cocktail, so it should be something fun. But I didn't say.
Let's take it to the top.
I kind of get that you choose you.
Guys, so I've written down 10 questions on my phone, and we are playing truth or shot. So how it works is it's either you tell the truth or you take a shot, of course. So let's get into the questions. Are you ready, ma'am?
Okay, Mudali.
Harry?
Sure.
What do I say? Let's get into it. How do I say it? Harry Tikene. Okay.
Let's go.
Who in this room do you think could actually get away with murder? It's always those you least expect.
Yeah, so I think you.
Valid.
So
who do I think would most likely? I really don't know, hey?
Listen, depends how long I've been with the person, and nothing embarrasses me that she didn't.
That's true.
So I feel like it's like, sweet face, like, no, I could never.
It's always those you least expect. It's always those you least expect.
Yeah, so I think you.
Valid.
It betrayed me.
At the dinner table.
It betrayed me. And I didn't know what to do, so I started shifting around to make it feel like it was
your
a check.
Have you ever helped someone else cheat?
Huh?
So you see, like, I'm telling you, the question was, have you ever helped someone cheat? And she took the shot, which tells you that, the more that women are together, the more that women, like Western-minded women, hang together and stuff like that, the more chaos they cause, the more problems they bring. So this is why you have to, like anytime you see a group of women, together, they're dressed nicely, or let's just say they're dressed high heels, skirt, and the like thereof. that's a red flag. You should avoid it at every cost. You should not even waste your time with them, okay? You already know what it's hitting for. They're looking for the next sucker, the next come up.
Have I ever helped someone else cheat? I don't think I have. I really haven't, hey? Also, my friends aren't cheaters.
I think you should try for that.
No, for real.
I'm joking.
No shame, for real. For real. That's the honest answer. Okay, the next question. Do you want to read the last few?
Okay.
Okay.
You know when people always say like, now it's
Please.
my beauty credit has been taken away.
Never that.
If someone offered you $100,000 to make an OnlyFans content of your toes, would you do it?
I would.
Let's see.
I'm telling you, women are for sale, you know. And what I mean by that is not necessarily like prostitution or something like that, but when it comes to money, you know, there really isn't any filters when it comes to most like Western-minded women. You know, now granted, she said, you know, doing foot content, but at the same time, it's like, I guess you can say people who are into that have their thing. You know, they do have their thing, and I'm pretty sure there are OnlyFans that have, you know, things like that. But notice she didn't even hesitate. She said, "Yep, sign me up." Now, granted, you know, these are the same women who say, "Oh, you know, I'm educated. I don't need no man. I make my own money. I went to school. I got a master's, got a PhD." These are the same ones who say it.
Anyone?
Please, my toes are beautiful. Please. But just, are you gonna give me bad toe PR?
I want to face shoot.
Wait, nah. Guys, my toes are...
But I want you to see that when this is what women do. This is what modern women do. When you look at like when you look at like talk shows, when you look at these things, when you look at these daytime shows with modern women, all it is just like it's just modern women basically like showing their ways, like exposing how they are. You look at shows like The View, you look at these shows and all they do is like expose how they are. You look at you know, certain podcasts with women, with modern women, and you know, to be honest, they don't offer anything constructive to help the situation they put themselves in. All that's offered is pretty much like self-destruction in essence, you know. This is the crazy thing. You know, this is very crazy. But this is what they do, you know.
Beautiful.
But that's not a truth, or that's like
would you do it? Yes or no?
fuck yeah, for $100,000.
But the thing
I
is,
don't
you
care
have
how-
to commit.
I don't care how ugly my toes are. I'm doing it. If you're giving me $100,000 to
I
make
think
an
I
OnlyFans
would
for my
do it.
toes,
I would do it as well. But I think what's annoying is that with OnlyFans, sometimes people can send requests. Because now what if someone's like, put your toes on a watermelon? Because they have some weird ass fetish.
I'm putting my toes on a fucking watermelon.
Valid.
What else would they ask for you to do with your toes?
Okay.
Unless I don't know. Unless when you are trying to impress people you work with, is there a personality trait that you try and hide?
I have a very playful personality naturally. I've always have. So I always just try to suppress that side of myself.
Playfulness.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have like I'm very vulgar, unfortunately.
I mean, what happens is these women will tell you who they are. You just have to wait. You know, like it will eventually slip out. You don't have to like really get it out of them, so to say. It usually slips out, you know, most of the time. So you don't really have to wait for it to come out.
That's just so obviously that side I have to be like reel it back in. But I think after like a few days when you get to know me, then the F-bombs start coming out. So I actually think I'm my best when I am my authentic self, because then people get to enjoy it better. All right, at your big age, adulthood, have you ever destroyed an expensive item that doesn't belong to you and kept quiet?
I have.
What?
I hope this guy does watch my YouTube videos. I don't know if I should be honest about this actually. Okay, so I was seeing someone and then I just don't want to do this. It's fine. I'll drink. I'll drink. I'm so sorry, I can't. Should I just spill?
Drink. And then spill.
Now you see, you know, some men are into, you know, rather bigger women. You know, some men are into that. They, you know, sometimes they cross the line of thick. You know, they cross the line and they'll be like, oh, she's thick. But you know, sometimes that it's more than thick. Sometimes it's like I want to say like morbidly obese. You know, sometimes people cross that line. But you know, some guys, they just say, well, you know, I don't really care. And so, you know, they look at her and they say, okay, you know, we'll take her. And the one who's asking the questions now, or holding the phone, she's along that line. But I guarantee you there's a guy who's listening, or if I look in the comment section, there's a guy who will be an open, like, how should I say it? Open, will date her, you know, will spoil her as well, you know.
There's so much Red Bull. And you?
Not really joyful and expensive. Okay. Yeah.
So no. You have?
I have, but it's also just very like, you know, when you're just at the bottom of a relationship and it's just like, actually, fuck this guy. And then I kept quiet because I didn't care to tell him. So, yeah. Would you go into Istanbul with any married person in this country? And with who? In this country?
You can answer first.
No. I mean, if it's not the Ruperts who... if I'm not going to own the country with everyone. Because what is the reason? Like, I don't think for me it's like for... Because I'm a firm believer in monogamy. But if there were anything that would...
By switching to AAA insurance, we're able to save over $450. More gas in our car for driving.
Yes.
Hear me any other way or be like, it would be for guap.
It makes so much sense.
So I'd go for the furthest one because it's in this country. If we were anywhere else, obviously, like it's because I'm naturally believe in monogamy. If there was anything that would steer and change my mind, it would honestly be towards living my best, softest life. So
you see that? She basically said that, she's into monogamy and stuff like that, and that this is what she's into mostly. However, she said in order to live her best life, she would mess with like a married man. This is what she said, basically.
I agree. If I'm sharing a husband, I need to live so comfortable and be so occupied by money that I don't think about the fact that my husband's with another woman and he's not with me.
And I don't have to see her. She'll be in her own mansion somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'll be in mine,
So, I mean, in a way, that is like how polygamy should be. That's how like polygamy should go. So in theory, there's no problem with it. However, like imagine having them as co-wives. You would have to basically, like you would have to, I don't even know what to say. You would have to spend a fortune, on these two, and so it may not even be like worth it to have them as co-wives, because all they're gonna want to do is like spend your money. I don't even know if they're gonna want to do like the household things, like, you know what I mean? Or like maybe they may not even want to, even be intimate with you if they're getting a bag, so this is why it's like, these Western minded women, beware.
Cry in my Bentley, it's fine.
I'll cry in the rain. Yeah, that's correct. Got you. No, you didn't answer. Ooh.
I was gonna say Cyril child, but also country, so I'm there.
We'll all get in it together.
I want to like we wine farm in a beautiful white mansion. Oh gosh.
You know how disgustingly possible that is? If we were to, like, you could have like 10 wine farms. You could have everything.
Is he looking for another one?
Bruh, I don't even know. Is there a young son in the mix?
Single and ready to mingle.
Not this going out to him. Hi. Have you gotten a girlfriend allowance? And how much was it? And if you haven't received one before, what would be the girlfriend allowance that you would want?
Many moons ago, I'm joking. Yeah, I once had a girlfriend allowance. I once had a girlfriend allowance, and Shame was cute.
What's cute?
He used to give me 50K a month.
That's very cute.
I was happy.
Good. Yeah.
And
it's like it's like it sorted out everything for you at the time.
Like it bendy cute. And you?
Okay, so is that like now what's the girlfriend allowance
that I'd want?
That would work for you now?
Hey.
If 50K worked for you then. And I don't know when then was.
The girl is expensive now. So
You see what happens? As I said, these women will have a price, You would think that, okay, the little things would matter. Being coming from South Africa, you would think that, in being Black South African, you would think that, okay, well, it's the little things that count. It's like, the thought that counts. You would think that that would be the case, right? But it's not. It looks like it's not the case. Now, she says the prices went up. So, the question is, how much has the price gone up? That's the real question we now have to ask ourselves. How much has the price gone up?
I mean, child, if you can give me 100K, that'll be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, in life.
Now, when she says 100K, I think she's talking about South African currency. I believe that's what she's talking about. It's like in South Africa, their currency. I don't think she's talking about USD. Now, granted, I don't know what South African currency translates to, in US dollars, but I'm pretty sure I can use a currency converter and look it up. But for the sake of the commentary, I'm not going to do all of that.
We must elevate. We must grow. Empowerment.
Okay.
So, you heard her, that, the more money you give her, the more empowered she becomes. That, that's her philosophy. That saying, money is power. I guess she's been watching Power a lot too.
Who do you hope is listening right now?
I'm not done in mind. You guys should have never given me shots.
I've never really had a girlfriend allowance. It was just whatever I asked for, But if I were to really shift into that,
you see, when you, and it's probably like, granted, it was probably a dude who may have been well off and who may have had, his stuff together. But when you give a woman everything they ask for, when they have like a list of requirements, they're asking for handbags, hair, nails, and stuff done. They have to really bring something to the table that is going to increase your income. It's like, okay, well, I'm spending all this money on you, but what are you doing for me? Like, are you like helping me in what I'm trying to do? Like, are you bringing anything to my to what I have going on? Like, that's what needs to be asked.
for me personally, based on my needs and my comfort levels and what would make a difference. Because I'm getting...
I feel like you're aiming, hey?
No, let's say because of, for example, like if you think of what you already do for yourself, what you already have, etc., you have to add on and you have to elevate. So I would be really comfortable with like, so obviously like it is what it is.
I feel like I'm about to scream.
No. No. For me, what would add and make a nice difference is, and I don't think it's a lot. I think it's doable. It doesn't have to be tomorrow or anything. I'm just like I'm
Wait, how much?
motivated. For me and my life, the way it's set up now, a girlfriend allowance is supposed to make you feel like it's adding, like it's making you feel.
You know the way she's answering, it's like a man is in front of her asking, baby, how much do you want? She's like motivating, but
I'm trying to explain why I work so hard already and I have things, blah, blah.
So if you work hard already, then like why do you need our money then? Like, it would be better if you were honest and said, well, I'm tired of working and I would like someone to like carry the load. You know what I mean? Like that would be the more honest thing to do. But instead, you are saying that you work so hard, so you need more because you do work so hard. Like, so please make it make sense.
If you're gonna give something, it can't be like a piggy bank.
And then another question is, well, if a guy is spending his resources on you, are you prepared to spend your resources on the guy and make things kind of like mutual? Or is he just going to be the one constantly spending? And basically you're not getting, like, you're basically not giving him anything in return.
You know? I honestly, in my true heart of heart, believe that if you were giving me like at least 450K a month, we would be like, I wouldn't bother you. I wouldn't bother you.
cut the cameras. Cut the camera.
So she said 450K. Now, the thing is 450K, I do know the number, what that translates to. That's converted to USD. 450K South African money is roughly around 30,000 US dollars. So here's a female, heavy set, pounds of makeup, and she expects you to, now granted, I think she's a singer in South Africa, but she expects you to give her 450,000 South African dollars for her upkeep.
Which man in South Africa is gonna give you 450,000 rand?
I'm saying
a
like
month.
we're gonna work on the
450,000 rand a month. I mean, I would love that child, but
it's not undoable.
Even her friend is like, well, you're crazy. You're delusional. Even her friend is thinking that.
It's not impossible.
I know it's not.
And maybe it'll motivate your guy to
know
like
it's
work
not.
even harder.
But
and
which
whatnot.
percentage?
Okay, so she's basically saying that a guy is going to be motivated to work harder to make that 450K just for her. And what is he going to get in return? As I said before, like what benefits is he going to get in return? You know what I mean? Like what good is it going to come out for him? You know, he'll have to physically endure like a lot of labor and stuff like that. And you mean to tell me that, you know, she's entitled to having 450K $150,000 for what? What good is it gonna do him?
Can do that.
Hakiti, Mari. I saw it, they don't, you know. I'm saying, I know we're talking about like what you would like
Valid.
if it were possible.
Okay, if we
and
would
it's
like,
not
I should have
impossible.
aimed higher.
Yes,
I
you
was
should
trying
have.
to be realistic. 100K is realistic.
100K
That's
for me.
very realistic.
No, it's not. Not for me anyway. There's no chance.
No, I'm
bruh.
saying in the sense that if it's an ask, like for example, asking for 100K is more realistic than asking for 450K from someone a month. A month?
Last question. Get your face. Have you ever had someone come to you as a woman or vice versa? You going to someone?
So, I'm letting you know, guys, that, hey, you guys better not let this mentality spread. I mean, if it's in South Africa, granted, South Africa is at the bottom of the continent. But hey, that doesn't mean it can't spread to other parts of the continent, be it West Africa, be it East Africa, be it North Africa. And, hey, if it does spread, it's going to turn the continent upside down. Okay? It really will. The same in the Caribbean. You guys better, you know what I mean? Take heed. You guys better, get your women folk together and let them know, hey, don't go down this route. It's not going to work for you. And it's going to be the older generation's responsibility to do that. It's going to be the older women's responsibility to do that, who were married, who lived traditionally, who understood their roles as wives. Don't let this happen, man. For real, I'm telling you. This Western mindset, don't let it spread. Do not let it spread. But that's all I got. Fuller signing out. Enjoy Rama.